Okay, hello guys. Welcome to Tutti, hosted by the Power of Two. I'm Alexa.
And I'm Milena.
And today we have the beautiful Andrea.
Our girl.
She owns Canvas Skin Studio in Cheshire, Connecticut, and we're so excited to have her on. Andrea, how did you get into the aesthetics world?
Well, as a kid, I grew up in the beauty industry. My mother owned a spa in Connecticut.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. My mother used to own Andrea Day Spa. She was the original, as you say, OG.
Your mom was the OG. My mom said it too. Yeah.
And I started there as a kid, just like helping out. I think I was fired 3 times. But I started there, and then I just kind of fell into it. You know, had some jobs in between, and then just kept going back to beauty.
How long did you actually become an owner of your own establishment?
I worked for my mother for probably at least 10 years. And then I had my own place in North Haven, which was Two Spa Girls, for almost 15 years.
Wow.
And then I just went off on my own last July.
That's amazing. How was the transition from always being with your mom, and then you had a partner in Two Spa Girls, and now you're on your own? Do you feel like you can really take your ideas and just run with it, or how do you feel?
It took a long time to get there. I think that for many years when you're working, I worked under my mother, right? Mm-hmm. So you don't feel like you can do your own thing, even though I learned so much and I wouldn't have been able to do it without her. And then going into business with someone else, it was a great experience. I was able to have my kids. I was able to take the time off that I needed. But then as business partners, you have different ideas. And I think that the ending of the salon in the best way possible forced me to get the confidence to do my own thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now, you started with, obviously you've done everything in the beauty industry, but I know you are, for me, my favorite with makeup and facials. Andrea does both for me and Alexa.
Yes.
So what is your favorite go-to in your industry? What are you this is what I love to do?
So that's so hard because they're 2 totally different things,
I know.
right?
Yeah.
So, but they go hand in hand.
Right.
Right? So I love skin. I love everything about it. I love touching the skin and feeling the skin and making and changing people's skin. But then makeup is true art. Makeup is, you can transform a person to make them feel their most beautiful inside. The outside is just the icing on the cake. But watching a woman after you've done their makeup and their whole demeanor change,
that confidence,
is so good. That's why I always say why brides are so beautiful on their wedding day is because they're feeling it.
Yes.
They're they're the star of the show, and they take one look in that mirror and they love the way they look and they glow all day.
So
all
true.
day. And it's that, that saying, beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
It's so true. It's think about when you get dressed up and you do your stuff.
Yeah.
You feel so confident.
Or you have a great outfit on, or a great pair of shoes. You can conquer the world.
Yes.
That's what I love about makeup.
No, I love that.
I agree.
So we had a photo shoot, and Andrea came to the salon where we were also getting our hair done, and she did our makeup, and I was just honestly blown away.
Because I kept telling Milena, I'm Andrea does makeup, and I feel I don't know.
And
I feel she just didn't believe it because obviously you just broke out on your own, and
the thing for me too is I really never got my makeup done. Besides my wedding, which was in Florida, besides that, I really don't think I've ever gotten when I was a bridesmaid, and other than that though, I've never had an event and been let me go get my makeup done. I just always did it myself. So I never needed to find someone that did that. So when Alexa's Andrea does makeup, and I'm okay, because I'm more of I want the natural, I want to look really tan.
She was blown away.
And I was she did my makeup. I was I look beautiful. I mean,
no, people are wait, who's Andrea? I'm she's just the OG.
She's the OG.
She does the best makeup ever.
Yeah.
I think
secret.
But I feel the key is she just makes your skin beautiful underneath. If you really get facials done with her, then when you go to get your makeup done,
oh, I'm blushing, girl.
She just knows your skin.
Yes.
I had hormonal acne for a while, and I feel I started coming to you. At the end of it, I was taking spirulactone and some other things, but I feel you've really maintained my skin where I don't need to take any medicine anymore.
That's great.
Because I probably still would have had to take it. I never met an esthetician that really cleared my skin. And you have.
That's great.
The skin queen.
No, she really is.
Thank you.
You really are. So what would you say is like the biggest challenge in being like an entrepreneur? So like you own your own business. What's the hardest thing for you?
Work-life balance. 100%. Being a mom.
Yep.
Being a mom, and I had my kids late, so I still have kids in high school and junior high school, and you know, you want to be there for your people, right? Like that's how you make your living.
Right.
But you also want to be there for your kids and your family. And I feel like, but being an entrepreneur, it's a double-edged sword. Like, yeah, it's hard, but in the same time, it's easy because I can move my schedule around based on my family. And this part of the beauty business gives me more flexibility than other parts of the beauty business. Like, yes, people want it, but it's not a demand. Like, unless it's a bridal party, right? Like, or unless it's an event that somebody's going to, there is flexibility around it. Like, my kids are old enough now, again, like, if they're sick, I don't have to worry about it. But when you know, I had that flexibility when they were little, that I could move people around.
Yeah. For sure. No, and I hear that from everybody. I feel like that as an entrepreneur, it's like, hey, I love that I can make my own schedule, but then at the same time, being able to make all your clients happy and get them all in. And like you said, the good thing about like the whole makeup thing is like typically you always get like people to say, hey, Ange, I have this next month. It's not like, you know, it's 4/29. I just texted Ange, I need to get my makeup done in an hour.
Well, that happens sometimes.
Sometimes
that happens.
And you have the flexibility now that your kids are older where you could do that.
Yeah.
But I think that's great too. You
Especially
could be
when
mom
driving.
and still follow your dreams. I think that's why a lot of people become an entrepreneur.
Yes, and
because you could do it all.
There's no limit on what, as an entrepreneur, you have no limit, right? You have no limit to what you can do. Right. And that's the best part of it because you're setting goals for yourself and you can achieve them. When you're working for someone, you have off, you have stop. And that's, I don't know that I could ever work for someone. Like, it's kind of...
It's the hardest thing.
It is the hardest thing.
Especially like your stage in the game. Like, what are you going to go work for someone? You're going to be like...
I thought about it.
Bye.
I thought
They'll
about
just
it.
run the whole place and they'll be like, all right.
Because you think it's easier. It's not, though.
It's not.
It's not. And then you earn your stripes and you kind of don't want to anymore, right? Like,
Well, yeah, you put your time in. It's like, I mean, you're not gonna tell, someone's going to tell me what to do.
Exactly.
How do you stay like motivated in this, you know, in this stage of the game, in this stage of your business? Like, how do you stay motivated in like everything that you do? Like, how do you get inspired?
That's so hard.
Yeah.
That is so hard. So staying motivated is tough. I mean, honestly, social media really helps.
Yes.
If I'm, you know, cheating on Instagram and getting inspiration and, but I think that success is motivating, right? So every day if I see something pop up on my app where somebody else there's a new person booking, that motivates me.
That's like the best. You're like, oh, a new client.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Like, okay, so money's great, right? But that's secondary. It's getting your name and having people say to you, oh my God, you're Andrea. Yeah. Or, you know, or
that's so exciting.
You're the power of two. Like, you're, you know, like people, you become a household name because of your brand. You are your brand, right?
It's true.
Like, it's, your name of your business, okay. Like, I like the name of my business, but it's not just the name of your business, it's you as a person. And I think that motivation is that seeing it grow is what's super exciting.
For sure.
Yeah.
I love that. Now, how do you like, as far as like advertising, you said social media, so like, do you have any other outlooks? Like, do you do direct mailers or, you know, word of mouth? Is it just kind of like?
Word of mouth.
Yeah.
Word of mouth always. Like for the 25 years I've been in this business has always been the best means of advertisement.
So
I have
inspiring.
wasted so much money and time on stupid ads. Sorry, stupid. Like Facebook ads and this ad and you know,
effective.
No, because it doesn't. Because if you do a good job with your client, that is worth the weight in gold. They will tell two friends and so on and so on. You have no idea how many times, even for yourselves, right? Like you sell a house, your phone will ping, a day later.
Yeah.
Same thing with the clients. Like I'll get a new person who says, "Oh my God, this one was just there, and now I'm in."
Yeah.
So I definitely think word of mouth is everything in this business.
I agree. You have a good business for that though, because I feel like when you're a good esthetician, when you're good at what you do, you have results. So even when I'm out, I'll text you sometimes. Someone's like, "I love your skin." I'm like, "Book with Andrea." Yeah. Like that's really what it is.
Yeah.
People like. You're like your models, I guess.
Yes,
like when you give someone a facial,
they're walking advertisements. Even when I do the makeup, think about it. Like
I know.
I love that when somebody's going to a wedding.
That's the
you
best.
go,
Yeah.
you go.
I'd be like, "Here's some of my cards. Pass them out." Like, you should
I
start
should
doing
do that.
Yes.
You
I
should
do
start
that.
and even do a little thing. Be like $10 off. I don't know, something.
Yeah, something.
Like just a little like book with.
Get them in the door.
And have.
Listen, isn't it enough that when they take the pictures that they stand out in the pictures of all their friends? No, I would give them a discount, definitely. but that's what people don't realize. It hasn't caught on here. Like in Connecticut is Connecticut, right? Like it's not New York, it's not Florida, it's not California. Those girls do it all the time.
They're getting weekly makeup.
Oh yeah,
all those reality
they're doing
stars
it to go to
and
dinner.
I know that's crazy.
Because
that's a
It
luxury.
literally, like, I'm like, oh my God, like I wish I could have hair and makeup done.
I mean, kudos to you if you have a
work on
beauty
that.
team to go out on like a little happy hour night. But
Oh, you come
That's
over on a
goals.
Friday, little
Yeah.
here, little here.
But like when
Yeah.
you said, like you hit the nail on the head before when you were like, you women get so empowered by when you do their makeup.
Oh yeah.
And like even like when I go get a facial, I'm like, oh my God, my skin is glowing. And
Yeah.
I suffer from rosacea, and I found that out by going to my esthetician. And it was funny because you had gave me this lotion, and I was putting it on every day, and it was like going away. And I was like,
your skin really has gotten better though. Now
phenomenal.
that I'm thinking about it, I don't
My
see
skin
any
is
of the bumps.
Nothing.
that
It's
you've
been
had. No.
phenomenal. So, and even me too, like I struggle with the consistency, right? And that's like the hardest thing in any of our lives.
Yeah.
But you really are. She has a special talent.
She's the best. I tell everyone
she
she's
really
the best.
is. I'm like upset. Guys.
Thanks.
She's great.
Thanks.
And I feel like you just know what you're talking about, but you keep up with all of the trends. Like, how do you find out about all these like new machines that you get, all your new products that you use? Are you like really on social media researching or?
Social, trade publications. I talk to dermatologists. I mean,
That's key, yeah.
When you touch enough faces, you kind of know, because what I've learned is that there's no such thing as a skin type. It's a skin condition.
Yep.
And a condition can be fixed. Okay, it can be fixed, but you have to get to the root cause of it. It's not just about going in and giving somebody a facial and sending them on their merry way. Like it's more than that, and it takes time. Like it takes time to heal the skin and all the things. And people, I think that a lot of the industry is missing that, or the young girls haven't learned that yet.
There's
Like,
definitely not enough knowledge on it.
no, there's a learning curve.
Yeah.
But again, with time and experience, it just comes,
Yeah.
you know? And again, I believe that things are fixable. And if they aren't fixable by me, then I'm the first one to tell you to go to the dermatologist.
Yeah.
But you need to work those two things hand in hand.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So like in your industry, like obviously with our industry, we have like we have to do like yearly classes and stuff like that. Like, do you have to do that with the license that you hold? Like, how does that work in the beauty industry?
You don't have to, but I choose to. Like
I love
I'm
that.
always trying. I just took a class last week. It was an online class for a company called DMK. But I like doing that, and you know, I mean, it keeps you fresh.
Yeah.
Because I'm also by my Here's the thing, like when you work with people, you can motivate each other.
Yeah.
When you're by yourself, you have to motivate yourself.
Yeah.
I don't normally like taking classes when it comes to different trade shows and things like that. They're just too crazy.
Yeah.
I would much prefer
Like a
to
one-on-one
find something.
or-
And study on it. I mean, there's so many different things out there, but I also don't buy into the thing that everybody does.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like I always feel like find the one that's interesting and knowledgeable and that not a lot of people know about, because it's going to up your game.
Yeah. When you do your makeup, like
Yeah.
you clearly have like your favorite lines, your favorite makeup
Yes.
lines. The brands that you use, do you ever get to like, you know, you shot them out on social media, but do you ever get like companies that are like, hey, like use my products and I'll give it to you for free, or like, how does that work?
So
I was always curious about that.
I've been trying to break into for so long.
Yeah.
That's my next goal. I really want to find out more about affiliates and getting, you know, brand recognition and having people send you stuff to do reviews and things like that. That's something I need to hire somebody to figure out for me because it's way.
Because you've put me onto so many brands that I was like, oh my God, I've heard of this, but then like I didn't know, because I'm not like a makeup guru. So like when she does my face and then a couple of products, I was like, I'm obsessed. So I'm like,
super top secret.
That would be super cool to like.
She doesn't say.
Well, she'll tell us.
I'll tell you, but then I have to kill you.
Yeah.
But but
I was curious if like that worked. Like,
so I would love that. I would absolutely love.
That's the goal.
So that's a goal. Like that's a big goal.
and even if like they don't just like give it to you, even if they give you like a discount or
even
a code,
code, like an affiliate code. Like I've been working on that right now with if you guys have seen it on Instagram, there's this Omnilux mask. You see like all
that's everywhere.
The
that's
Omnilux.
Everywhere.
Oh, the red face?
Yes.
Okay.
It actually works.
Yeah.
It does. You have to wear it for like 10 minutes a day. But they're expensive, right? Like they're expensive and
good ones.
Good ones. The good ones are expensive. The ones on Amazon.
Yeah.
I know people are like,
money.
I bought a dupe for $40. I'm like, that's not going to be the same as the $500 one.
That's not a dupe.
No, throw it out.
Yeah, throw it out.
But I'm trying to work on, I just wrote to them the other day about, I have an affiliate link, but I don't have a code. And I'm like, I'm not pushing you unless you give my people a discount. Like, why would I do that? Like, what's in it for me?
Yeah,
like,
we're all
what's
in it together. We're all going to make money together.
Yes, they make plenty.
Yeah.
Like,
when you get the code, I'll get one. I've been wanting one.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
Our friend, a couple of my friends have them. I see them post.
Yeah, they're funny.
And I think they work. It's green on the outside, then it turns red.
Yeah. So red light is for anti-aging.
Yeah, teach us.
Okay, blue light is for acne.
Acne, I saw that.
And then purple.
Oh,
they're all
this red and blue mixed together. No, don't do anything.
What would you say is like the most common mistake you see that women, man, whatever, that you see people doing with their skin?
They don't wash their face at night.
And I'm guilty for that. At times.
Sorry.
At times.
Hands down, you have to wash your face at night.
And then I notice a major difference. Like
Huge.
It's so funny. Like I go through like spurts of like a month straight. I'll wash my face. I'll roll. I do it all. The ice, the this, the that. And my skin looks flawless. And then I go through I'm tired and my makeup's still on, eyelash, the whole nine.
No, if I get like really like freaking banged up, I'll wake up like shit.
No, you wash the face.
Okay, but that makeup remover, I don't know if you would ever share the brands, but I was guilty of not wanting to take my makeup off because I feel like I could never get it off. But this makeup remover she gave me, that oil, it takes everything off.
So
mascara,
and it's like in a bottle, like
it's
a
oil,
liquid.
it's oil
amazing.
cleanser.
You see it coming off your skin. It's so
It's amazing.
I love that.
So
I'm
oil
almost
cleanser.
out.
That's mine.
My mom does like baby oil.
What do you mean?
Baby oil every day. That's the only thing
Okay,
she
but
uses.
baby
What do you mean,
oil.
your own brand?
Yes.
Why did you never tell me that? Why don't you push that, Andrea? It's literally
I do.
magic
Every
in a
single
bottle.
person that comes in my place has it.
So, but do you sell it? You don't just.
Yes.
Oh, good. Oh, all right.
So there's an oil cleanser that I sell. So oil cleansing is like so amazing for the skin because all cleanser is called cleanser, right?
Yeah.
So there's a cleansing aspect to it that can be drying, but oil breaks down oil. So for an oily skin person, it'll break down the sebum and the oil on the skin without over drying the skin because you can't. If you over dry oily skin, you're going to make it break out more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, because the oils can't come to the surface. They get stuck underneath. That's where you get the bumps. When you have dry skin, cleansing is too rough and then your skin gets too dry. But oil cleanser is like the magical wash because it breaks down what you need to do without stripping the skin. And all you do is you take a washcloth. I tell everybody this.
Like the soft, like those little like microfibers, or like any kind.
No, just like a regular
Costco.
Yeah.
Go to Costco. Buy the white ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Buy a package of the white ones. Wet your washcloth and wipe everything off. Your makeup, your mascara, everything will break down. And what people don't realize is that sunscreen does not come off with regular cleanser.
I've heard that.
Does not come off.
I've heard that.
Nope. It stays it's like glue on the skin. So they wash their face and they think that they take everything off, but then it builds up. So that's why everybody comes running to me in September because their skin is all clogged from all the sunscreens all summer long. So, but the oil cleanser will take all of that off without stripping the skin. And everyone that uses it, their skin clears up. It's so amazing.
No,
I never tried it. I need to buy some.
Oh, yeah.
And you have it at the salon?
Yep.
Okay.
I should
I'll be
buy you a bottle.
purchasing that next.
It's literally the best thing ever. Because that's honestly, that's why I would get lazy with taking if I had really a full bead on, because my makeup like wouldn't fully come off. Like I would try to get it all off, then like something was left on. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
always.
They use
get
the
it
makeup
off.
wipes all over their face, and I cringe.
That's me.
I haven't bought them.
I'm that bitch.
No,
I heard they're
I'm
so
Neutrogena.
bad for you.
No,
I'm lazy. I
please,
want
no.
instant satisfaction. Like,
No,
done.
wait until you have the oil cleanser. You're gonna go like this, and your mascara is
It's
gonna be
so
all melted
satisfying.
off.
Oh no, then I love it.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love it. And it's like takes like that fast.
No, it really does. It
So
really
good.
does.
So I love this talk because it gets me excited because then it like pushes me to do the right thing
Yes,
because
yes.
it's like, you know,
No sleeping with mascara. We'll FaceTime in the morning. She has her mascara on. I'm
I
like,
always. I'll take all my makeup off and leave my mascara.
Why?
Laziness.
Well, but you're not gonna do it. You're just gonna go like this. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like
but
a-
then I'm like, I wake up and they're done. I just like got to do the face and walk out the door.
No, well, no, you're gonna end up with an eye infection. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
we wonder why we have red eyes every day.
So what would you say are like your 3 go-to skincare things?
Like during a facial.
No, like if someone says like I hate my skin, this is like do these 3 beauty things. Like this is 3 things you live by, let's say. So like clearly take off your makeup, let's say.
You need the simplest routine.
Yep.
Cleanser,
Yep.
toner. Now by toner, I mean something that's hydration.
Yeah, because a
Right.
lot of them they make me very dry or like flaky.
No, you need like a rose water.
Okay.
Rose water, everybody can use rose water unless they're allergic to rose. Cleanser, toner, cream. Obviously it goes deeper than that, but in the simplest form.
Yeah.
Cleanser, toner, cream. So you cleanse everything off your skin. Your skin, if you try to put your moisturizer on without hydration, you're doing nothing for yourself. So you have to remember your pores are teeny, 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 tiny. Cream is thick.
Yep.
So it's basically just sitting on your skin. It's
Okay.
keeping your own moisture in if you have any.
Yep.
Like if you're not too dry, but it's keeping the elements away. So you need the hydration. So when you put the hydration and then you put the cream on top of it, you're pushing the hydration deeper in the skin, and that's where you get into serums. Like I love serums. They do more for the skin.
Yeah, I like more of a serum.
I use like a
than
hyaluronic. Then
Yes,
I'll-
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so good. Vitamin C. There's so many different ones.
You know what my biggest thing is that I feel like I can never find a good one? Under eyes. Like I don't get bags, but I
You
get
mean
the
cream?
dark circles.
And we're
Okay.
Italian, so we
That is
genetically
genetic,
have.
yeah.
We
Genetic.
have.
So okay, so it's not
It's
like
genetic.
No, it's genetic.
Italians all
because that
have
like
it.
drives me up
Yeah.
a wall. I'm like, I slept great. I don't get the puffiness, but I get like the darkness, and I'm like, what the frick?
Because
I've
your
always
veins, your
had it.
capillaries are close to the surface. It's genetic. Will cream fix that? No.
No. Okay. Well, that makes me
No.
feel better. So just a little
No.
Under eye concealer. Call it a day.
Yeah, with a peach in it. You have to use a peach concealer.
Ooh.
Oh, to tone it out. That's the
Yes,
shade,
it,
right?
It cancels out the gray.
Wait, you know what I just thought of a business idea for you? What if you host like a makeup class?
I've done that.
You
Why
should.
don't you do an event and you can use Milena and I as your models, and
So
then we
I've
can
done-
hopefully fill the
We
place.
can do that.
would be
I've done that.
fun.
Okay, I
and
did
then let
that.
my cousin record it.
That'd be fun.
Yes, and actually we should do it and let
videographer.
them and do something like an on demand and let them watch it, because here's what
Yeah.
happens when I do makeup classes.
They forget.
No, they get drunk. And
No,
they bring
you
wine.
can't do the alcohol.
They bring wine
Can't do
and
the
they get
alcohol.
drunk, and by the time
'Cause
they
that'd be
go
me.
to practice, they're all sloshed.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
Oh,
And they're all
hell
red-faced, and I
no.
can't do anything with them. But that's a very good idea, is to do
That
an
would
on
be
demand.
fun.
Yeah, I like
Yes.
that a lot.
Yes, yes, yes.
A lot.
That would be fun.
Now, how do you educate? So, like, I come in.
Yes.
I'm not like you don't know me.
Yep.
Because Ange knows my skin now. I'm a stranger. I come in. How do you, after you do my facial, educate me to correct? Like, will you give somebody like a full, hey, you have this, you really should buy this? Like,
So first, before you guys even come into my chair, we sit down and we talk when you first come in. And I ask you what you're using for your skincare, what you like, and what you don't like about your skin.
Yep.
And I listen to all the products that you're using. Listen, social media has done an unbelievable job with telling you guys about products,
Yep.
right? There's
It
a
has.
million. There's a million of them out there. There's a lot of them that are good. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like
Yeah.
I just had this conversation today. Like, it's harder to sell skincare now because there are so many good lines out there. Like if somebody comes in and like I'm using Sunday Riley, I'm like, it's a great line.
Yeah.
Like it's a good line. Like or I'm using Tata Harper. Like it's a great line. You know, I'm not going to tell you not to use it. I also don't tell people to unless it's complete garbage. I don't tell anybody to throw anything away. Like use it up and come back if you want to add something in. Then after that, I look at your skin under the light, and then at the end of the facial, after they look better, I make suggestions. But again, we have to heal the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we see what we can do. Like if somebody has rosacea, I tell them, you know, do this, remove this, take this, maybe add this in. I'm suggesting the oil cleanser a lot because everybody's over cleansing, you know, or
Because a lot, like they say the exfoliator to only do like twice a week, which I didn't know.
it's too much.
That's even too much?
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, so it's funny because like growing up, like I said, I was never into the whole facial skincare. Like I was just, you know, whatever, I never was. So I was like doing a exfoliator like probably 3-4 times a week, and my skin was flaking off, and I'm like, what is going on with my skin? And they're like, you're supposed to do that like once a week or once every 2 weeks. And I'm like, oh, like I need to be educated on this
But then
stuff.
again, like somebody who has thicker skin might handle
handle it.
that.
Yeah.
But again, what type of exfoliator is it? Does it have grit? Is it an enzyme? Is it this? Is it that? I mean,
There is so much.
there's so many, but each skin you have to treat differently.
Yeah.
Like I can't use grit.
Yeah.
Grit does not work on my
No.
face. I get too
Wait, what was the
irritated.
one growing up? That peach one? Apricot.
Apricot.
St.
I
Ives.
can't.
Oh
We
my
all-
God.
We all used it, and it was like legit sawdust rubbing against your skin. We're like, yeah. And then as you get older, everyone's like, stop.
Don't use that.
Nope. Some of my best clients are ones that tell me that they're using the St. Ives apricot scrape.
I'm like this.
I'm like, don't
Jump
use that on your face. It's like rubbing the shelled walnuts on your face.
No, it really is like
Wait,
a
that's
walnut.
so funny.
Horrible.
I like the microfoliant by Dermalogica.
Oh, the
That's-
little teeny tiny,
that
yeah, that's
is
nice.
amazing.
That's nice.
I have to buy some more. That's amazing.
But you also come to me once a month, so do you really need
Well, that's
it?
what I'm saying. Probably
No, you
not.
probably
That's what I used to use really before I would get facials,
Yeah, but
and it
now you're
always
here
worked.
every once a month, so my girls got a schedule.
We get dermaplane because we're hairy Italians. Wait,
Yes.
because last time she showed me the
That
thing, I was
is
like,
the best, guys. If you have not gotten that done, go
best.
get it done by my girl immediately, because it is the
It's
most
so good.
satisfying thing in the world.
Marissa got it done for the first time. I sent her there for Christmas. She's like,
Oh, how was?
Alexa,
You didn't tell me how she.
she's obsessed,
Yeah.
and she lives in New York. So I was like, next time you're home, you have to book before you come home. I'm like,
Yeah.
Andrea is really busy now. She's like, oh my god, my skin, I love it.
Yeah,
Because she never got dermaplane before.
No, and I told her to change a few things because I think about it, she's in New York, so she's outside of the
Oh my,
Subway.
there's so much
Yeah.
debris and
gross. I
nastiness.
said to her, you have to wash your face every night. She needs to use thicker products to keep her face out of the elements.
Yeah.
No, it's scary out there where she lives. I'm like, eh. You walk out in the street, there's like freaking oil, shit, paint.
A lot of nastiness.
Yeah, it's gross. So what is the hottest thing right now? Like what is the most popular facial or like thing you add to a facial that everyone wants?
Oh, there's a few of them. There's a few good ones. I love peels are so awesome.
Oh,
I
they're
did that
so
on you.
satisfying.
Okay, so hydrofacial will always be a great facial, right?
Yeah.
Like hydrofacial, real
And give me like a
hydrofacial.
quick little, for like people that don't know, because I'm kind of like learning myself. So hydrofacial does what? That's what spits out the
It cleanses, it extracts, it hydrates. But hydrofacial, they're different. There's hydrofacial and then there's hydrofacial.
Yes, I'm like so confused. Yeah, can you give us a
hydrofacial
breakdown?
is a brand.
Okay.
Hydrofacial is a brand.
Hydro is a brand?
Yeah. Hydro is not a brand.
Hydra
Yes,
is a brand.
there are machines that do similar
Okay.
functionality.
Okay.
Hydrofacial is the brand. Hydrofacial, you'll see like the billboards all
Yes.
over Times Square or whatever, and it's on the NASDAQ or whatever. Hydrofacial is a great treatment. Like everybody loves it. Everybody seeks it out. But hydrofacial is now called the hydrofacial and facial because you can add all different modalities to hydrofacial. Hydrofacial got smart. They basically partnered with everyone. So you can come in and you can have a hydrofacial that's cleaning out your skin. You can change out your peel part of it to a stronger peel like BioRepeel, which is the one that you guys see all over Instagram with the dots, where they make the little green dots all over the face. It gets spicy.
Yeah.
Then you can add that into it. Then the other hot thing that you're hearing about now is microneedling and microchanneling. Microneedling and microchanneling are hands down, like, every dermatologist is talking about how fantastic microneedling and microchanneling is. So the difference is microneedling is like a pen where the needles go up and down and you're dragging along the face. Microchanneling is stamping on the skin. Where they both have similar effect, one less invasive than the other.
Yeah.
Okay. A drag, think about it, needles going up and down like a tattoo gun, dragging on the face can tear, whereas stamp is a stamp. I have more control over it.
That's what I got, this microchanneling.
I prefer that. Okay, I'm not knocking microneedling. It's another awesome service.
Yeah.
I just, as an esthetician,
For someone that has like
loving
sensitive skin, that's like
yeah,
scary.
I prefer stamping, less invasive, gentler on the skin.
Yeah.
There are different needle depths, so I can control that where you're not walking out really scary.
Yeah.
To do those, and then you're needling or nano channeling the serums into the skin goes 200 to 300 times deeper than anything else. So other facials, you're sitting on the skin.
Yep.
Even hydrofacial, you're pushing, but it's not going down
in.
deep.
Yeah.
But when you do this and you're
breaking it,
going into the skin, and you're not bleeding or anything like that, you don't even need numbing cream. It's not that painful.
No.
But it's really less invasive. You'll hear a lot about Morpheus now and things like that. Morpheus is another. That's the med spa industry. That's more invasive, painful.
Yep.
Okay. Results, yes, questionable now of it, but some people I know that have had it loved it. I like the other because I know that you're not going to come back to me in 5 years and tell me that your skin's damaged.
Yeah.
It's not going to be. It's great. I love that. The other newest thing that's out there, you've heard everybody's talking about the salmon DNA.
Yeah.
Okay, I have it.
So what is it?
I have it.
Coming in this week. I can't
Salmon
wait.
DNA.
Salmon DNA.
What is this?
So that's what Kim Kardashian talked about. That's what Jennifer Aniston talked about. So salmon DNA.
It ages you backwards.
So
I want to look 12 years
Give
old.
us a little spurt.
Salmon sperm.
Salmon sperm.
I like calling it salmon DNA, or PDRN is the other name for it.
Yeah.
So in the Korean skincare, over in Korea they inject it into the skin. It's like hundreds of little teeny tiny injections into the skin. Yeah, not into that. No,
that's a lot.
No, but the salmon DNA now in the United States is a serum that you can microchannel into the skin, and your skin gets bright, tight. Oh yeah, you're like, when am I having it done?
Yeah, no, I'm ready. Let's go.
And it heals the skin, and it's so good.
Is that supposed to act as Botox? Is that the new treatment you said you were waiting for?
So,
Or
yes,
that's it?
So that, and there's another product that you can microneedle into the skin. It's called arginine or arginine. Okay, there's two different versions of it, but both of those act like a topical Botox on the skin. And when you microneedle it into the skin or nanochannel it, you get a slight tightening effect.
Tight. We love to be tight and right. Tight and right.
Yes. So those are good ones.
And right.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I need all of this. I need all of it. And it's funny because it's like, as a woman, right? Like, obviously we all want to look young forever.
Of course.
But it's like, it comes with its like highs and lows, and it's like, then you talk like certain procedures that you just brought up, that other
the Morpheus.
Yeah. That's like $2,000.
Yes.
That's a large expense. So it's like, if I'm going in and paying $2,000, I want to walk out. I want to look freaking
You wanna
5
look
years
brand
younger.
new.
I don't know, like not 5 years younger, but I want to. And it's not even that like that type of result. So
it's not. Everything is cumulative. But the thing is, that's the thing. Like, I'm not knocking what they do in the med spa. Some of the things they do are fantastic.
Yeah.
But again, there are people that don't want to spend $2,000.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And if they don't, there are options that you can do
Yeah.
other things where for $2,000 you can come to me for a year.
Yeah.
A year.
And I think you're more effective. I think a lot of people is like, they get their face shot up with like filler, Botox, all this stuff, but then they don't take care of their skin.
Yeah,
like
100%.
I even know younger girls, they're like, I get Botox, this and that. They literally don't wash their face. They don't get facials. I'm like, they're paying all this money
For what?
for
Their
what?
money away. They're throwing their money away.
Yeah.
Because
I think it's a waste.
The skin itself, the quality of your skin,
Yeah.
unless you have the quality of your skin, you can do all those things and you're chasing nothing.
Yeah.
You have to have the skin on the outside that's plump and firm.
Elasticity.
Yes, elasticity. That's exactly what I was going to say, or what I was thinking of. To do that, because your results when you have the Botox. I love Botox. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Love Botox. Love Botox. But if you take care of the rest of your face, you're going to need less fillers.
Less, yes.
And fillers are not the answer either, because you could have too many of them and then you're chasing
Or they
fillers.
start to migrate.
Oh, they do migrate. And they
I'm
never
starting to
go
see
away. I don't care what it
people,
makes them, they don't go away.
And I'm like, I'm afraid. I'm like,
Well, a lot
oh
of
my-
younger
oh my
girls, they get like
they're doing
cheap.
it way too young, and I'm like, girls, listen. Some people need it, right? And I'm all for get a little filler. I got my lips done, but like I'm seeing younger and younger and younger women getting fillers
And they look
throughout their
crazy.
face, and then I see them like the following year, and it's like here or here,
They're putting too much.
and they look crazy.
And then they're going to have to dissolve.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't go away.
And dissolving hurts like an MFer.
Oh, yeah.
So
I had to have
why not
something in
just
my
kind of
eyes.
slow it down and just take better care of your skin and
That sounds
get
freaking
other
scary.
treatments than just like injecting and being, you know.
Everything in moderation. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Everything's not
agree.
the same. Everything in moderation. Like, listen,
So
I've had
true.
filler.
Yeah.
Lots of it in different places. But I always wanted to look natural.
Yeah.
I never wanted.
I
people
really
to
wouldn't
think-
tell. Like looking at you, like I really
Never.
like you look just I don't know.
It's been a couple of years, but I've had it in my chin. I
Yeah.
had my lips done. I had here.
But it's so
it-
subtle where you're not gonna look at you and be like some women. I'm like, oh my god.
No, you can see
crazy.
it. Scary.
Yeah.
Scary.
It's scary. And then what do? You have to dissolve.
Yeah.
And that sounds horrid, dissolving something like near
But
your
I don't
eye.
think like women actually have the knowledge that like it migrates. Like
Yeah.
a lot of women are like, you know, oh, I'm getting it done. I look great right now, and I'm like, you're not gonna always look great. Like I would really do your research when you do filler and you're injecting these products into your faces and your cheeks, wherever you're putting it. Just know that it's not that it is guaranteed to stay there. Either like for me, my body dissolves it immediately. And then for other women, it just shifts and goes, and that's a scary thing.
is
So
scary.
I'd rather you
Yeah.
get facials from my girl, and you know,
Because I feel like
take care
you're
of your
investing
skin.
in longevity
You
rather
are.
Yeah.
than
100%.
oh I'm gonna pay $650 and get all this filler, but then I don't do anything with my face. Like to me, I'd rather preserve like what you have. Like I'm 23, like preserve your skin when you're
Yes.
younger, or start at any
Yes.
age, and don't just start injecting your face.
Well, that's why like I love Botox. Like a lot of people are like, oh my god, why did you start Botox? You're so young.
Oh my God! I started at 36 years old, and no one was doing it.
Yeah. And I started. I'm 33. I started at 30, and I didn't do Botox because I was like, oh my god, I have all these wrinkles. No, but I constantly
Preventative.
made the squint because I'm you know
We're
very
expressive
half
people.
blind. So no, that too, but I constantly, when I'm looking at anything that's far away, I'll go like this. And I didn't even realize how bad I did that face. Now I don't make that face anymore. When my Botox wears off, I still don't make the face anymore. I don't squint my eyes to look at anything far away anymore. If I can't see it, I just don't see it. Because I got Botox and stopped being
stopped
obsessed
making
with
that
doing
face.
it. Yeah. So when they say it's preventative, it truly is.
But preventative, I love you. At 20-something years old, you don't need it at 20-something years
Yeah.
old, my friend.
I only got it one time.
Okay.
Honestly, I got it the one time because of my eyebrow. My whole life, I was so self-conscious. The older I've gotten, it's kind of leveled out. One of my eyebrows would go so much higher than the others.
My mom has that.
merciful.
My mom has that.
And I used to be so
That's a muscle.
self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
And I would get so pissed off. So I got the Botox one time, and I honestly hated it. I didn't like
she hated
it.
it. She called me like a week later. She's like, I don't like it. It feels
Well,
awkward.
my eyes kept twitching, and I felt crazy, and I was like, I don't give a shit if my eyebrow goes up again. But I'm grateful that it like goes away,
Yeah.
so it's not like obviously
It's not
a filler.
forever, yeah.
But yeah, no, that wasn't for me at all.
No,
I didn't like
think
that.
that when it comes to Botox,
I didn't like it.
Well,
preventative in your 30s.
There's some people that just like have like those like heavy
That's what I
11s, right?
had.
Or have like the heavy over here.
Yep.
So like I can understand, and you could see like sometimes I see 16-year-olds that like have like, or if they lift
like
their
they have
eyebrows
full
and they
face
have
of wrinkles
Yeah,
and,
and
like-
I'm like, oh my god! But then the rest of their skin is beautiful, but like they have like you know the lines here or the lines here.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I can
But they're
understand
not
the
going to
insecurity.
stick at that age.
No.
No, that's not going to stick at
No.
that age. They have all the elasticity in the world.
Yeah.
But 30, if you're making the face and you start to see the lines, okay, go once or twice a year.
Yeah, and that I don't even think I literally go once a year.
That's all you need at your age.
Yeah,
you really do. I started out with like once a year.
Yeah, I do my forehead, I do my eyes, because I have severe genetics with my eyes, the crow's feet.
Yeah.
And then I do here and then here.
You do your bunny lines.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's it. So, I mean, for me, it's, you know,
But Botox is amazing. And the thing is, if you're taking care of your skin, that's really, like I just said, I haven't had filler in 2 years. No. Oh my God, it's been longer than that. Hold on, I just lied. Since 2020, I haven't had filler.
I love that.
Oh, wow,
and
that's
all
good.
I've done is Botox.
Just Botox.
Botox. But I also peel. Once I do peel series on myself.
Yep.
I do facials on myself. I use really good skincare.
Yeah.
And I wash my face every day. And it's genetics too. Like, let's be fair.
No,
ladies.
for
It
sure.
is genetic.
It is genetic.
It is genetic. Look at your family. But genetics, again, plays a huge part of it.
Yeah.
But again, skin condition, not skin type,
Yep.
can be fixed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm having this right now, and I have rosacea, and my face is on fire.
Well, it doesn't look red.
Oh
Really?
my God, it's on fire. On
Really?
fire. Yep, I'll wash my face tonight, and my face will have all like bumps here
Red
just from
spots?
it, because it's so
That's
crazy
funny.
that, yes, because it's a condition.
But I feel like the sun too, like wearing a hat. Like my whole life I always wore a hat and everyone would make fun of me. On spring break and stuff, I literally would have a floppy hat. Everyone's like, you're a fucking bitch. I'm like, no, well, now you
I wanna
just
look
have
young
spots
forever.
and stuff. I
Yes,
don't.
they do.
No, I'm
Yes, they
kidding.
do.
Well, no, it's funny.
No, it's true,
within
though.
the last year, I will say, I was like, you know, in the wintertime, I don't like to be pale. And I would go in the tanning beds. And I started seeing in the last year a difference in my skin. And I like cried to Andrea. I'm like, I never had these problems and these spots. And
bad.
I will say, in the last year, I am done tanning. I will not go in the tanning beds.
Nope.
When I go to the beach now, I have a hat. I put, if not 65 on my face, minimum, at all times. And in the last like 4 or 5 months, I've noticed a major difference in my skin.
I see a difference in your skin,
At this point,
too.
I would have already been in a tanning bed 40 times.
But your skin is thickening up.
Yeah.
So skin has the capability of doing that.
Yeah.
You know, the reason why, besides the obvious of the skin cancer, okay, besides the obvious of the skincare, why do they tell you to stay out of the sun? Because the sun breaks down your collagen. And the collagen is what keeps your skin plump and firm.
And young.
And youthful. You want that thickness. And that's what everybody loses as they get older. When people are coming to me, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for that bounce.
They want the
They're
collagen.
looking for the thickness of their skin. You can rebuild the thickness of your skin. It's absolutely possible.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Okay, Andrea, what is a skin trend that is going on right now that you absolutely despise?
Oh, the beef tallow.
What is that?
They're rendering the fat off the beef or the bones or whatever, and they're putting it on their face, and it's disgusting. That is so gross. That's what they make French fries out of.
Why are people
you
doing
kidding me?
that?
No, it's a big
This
trend.
is a thing.
This is a thing. I had somebody come in and tell me that they bought beef tallow moisturizer on Amazon. And I was like,
Sounds
stop
disgusting.
now. Stop now. Can you imagine what it smells like?
No, that is disgusting.
Disgusting. Like, no. And then I see people posting, look, I used it on my face and my face looks so good. No. Do not do-
Brings me into a question quick.
Ew.
So that is disgusting, number one. But the snail something, what is it?
Snail mucin?
Is that a good product?
I don't know. People swear by it.
That was like a huge trend, so I'm curious.
I don't know. It's just
Like everything's a trend nowadays.
Yeah.
If you get a couple influencers on it, they're like, they convince people it's the best thing ever.
It really boils down to washing the skin so you're not stripping your skin, using hydration, whether it be serums and toners. Yes, vitamin C is important, but not everybody can use vitamin C.
Yeah.
That is your day.
Yep.
Okay. And at night, you have to use enough hydration on your skin, and then you're putting your moisturizer on at night. What moisturizer? There's millions of them.
Yeah.
Okay. It all depends on your skin and what your skin needs. A lot of people just don't
Respect
use
that.
enough, and their skin is too dried out.
Yeah.
So again, if your skin is oily and you dry it out too much, then your skin breaks out.
Yeah.
Or it could be a gut issue. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many, I could talk about it for hours and hours and hours. And
Yeah.
bore
Well,
everybody.
as the skincare OJ, what are your 3 favorite skincare products?
Okay, if I was stranded on a desert island.
Get the notepad out.
Okay,
Stranded.
If I was stranded on a desert island, I would have to have Botox with me. No, I'm just kidding.
She'd be like this.
Yeah. I don't even know how to do it.
She'd be like,
I can't even do it. I'm not even a nurse. If I was stranded on a desert island, I would have my oil cleanser.
yes.
Oil, okay.
Okay.
get all
But
the
if there's
elements off.
coconuts, I could wash my face with coconut oil.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Okay. For my age, and I'm way older than you guys, I love peptide cream.
Ooh.
I love peptide cream. Peptide creams are great. Peptide creams keep your skin thick. They stimulate collagen. They make your skin bouncy.
Ooh.
And it's not a retinol. Retinols, people need to be careful of. That we're gonna.
Yeah,
go through.
retinols scare me.
Retinols done correctly are wonderful. Retinols done not correctly are scary. They should be
Yeah.
scary because people are not using them correctly, and you can thin the skin.
Yep.
And honestly, I was using tons of them.
Yeah.
Because for anti-aging, and I didn't like the way my skin felt like it was broken all the time.
Yeah.
Like my makeup started. You know when your makeup separates?
Oh, separate. Oh my
Yep.
God.
Hate
Oh
that,
my
right?
God, that is horrid.
And I stopped using my
Horrid.
retinols, and I realized that it was my retinols that were doing it, and I dialed back on it.
So no retinol.
Nope. Well, retinol the right way, but that's a whole other conversation
Yeah.
for another day.
Only use it if you have an esthetician to talk about it with.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Okay. So those were.
Those are your 3s.
Well, and if I was on a desert island, I'd have to have sunscreen, but then sunscreen runs out.
Sure.
But you can use coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Okay.
Coconut oil is the cure to all.
Yeah.
So like in closing up, Ange, what if you could go back in time and tell your younger self anything, what would it be? Like as being an entrepreneur, as being a mother, as being a wife, if you could go back and just say something to your younger self, what would it be?
Save money. 100%. Put your money away. I would invest. I would save more, and I would have bought real estate. That's my biggest mistake. I say it all the time.
It's not too late.
Yes, I know it's not too late. But when you think
We're
about
here
my-
for you, babe, when you're ready.
My,
You know who to
my
call.
younger self who had a condo for $93,000 at Four
Imagine if you
Beaches.
kept that. No, she had one at Four Beaches on the water. I'm like, you know what that's worth now?
$93,000.
Andrea!
Those
And
are
I
going for
sold
what?
it. I sold it. Why? I should have
Well,
kept
it's hard
it.
because at the time, I'm sure like that money, helped you to go to your next thing. Like it's really hard. You really need multiple streams
No,
of
I
income.
was an
to
idiot.
hold-
No, I was an idiot.
Yeah.
I was an
Yeah,
idiot.
that
But
was-
you know what the rate was then? My mortgage rate on that was like 13%.
Oh, back in the
when
day,
you
it was
guys
crazy.
My mom bought a house to like 9%, so she's like, I don't get how people complain and like falls to their knees.
Yes,
she's like,
but
you just
wait
gotta
a
figure
minute,
it out.
Tanya, the house was probably
I know.
26,000.
I know.
Okay, how much was the house?
Yeah. My mom's
100
first purchase was $26,000,
Yeah.
and it was a 4-bedroom home, 4-bedroom colonial, $26,000, but her interest rate was 13%.
Yes.
And the
But-
salaries and where we live aren't relative to the home prices. So I was asking my mom this the other day because I was like, yeah, well, when you got out of college, like when you were my age, were you making enough money to be able to afford a nice place? My mom said yes, 100%. I think that's the major difference with today.
Yeah.
We're not
we have
making
other expenses, right?
Yeah.
So we have other expenses. We have other expenses that we didn't have before. But I even think about my home now. My daughter's 16 years old. We bought our house 18 years ago. My house, 300 maybe.
Yeah.
I think my mortgage, because of my rate, was like it was about $3,000. Like I don't even know how I didn't even know how we were doing it back
Yeah,
then.
and that's a lot.
And now it's a lot less. But I remember sitting there with clients and asking and like talking to them, and they're like, "Oh no, my mortgage is only like $500 a month," and I'd be like, "What do you mean?" I would cry. And now when I hear people buying houses, I'm like, how much is your mortgage?
Yeah.
And they're like, how much is yours? I'm like, half of yours.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you mean?
We're
I'm
like, it's 5,000 for a box.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
So yes, save your money, invest in the stock market, and have a good financial planner, and invest in real estate. Buy a multifamily. Have multiple streams of income.
I love that. So like we said, Andrea is a boss. She is an entrepreneur. She is a beautiful woman inside and out. I'm so grateful to have you in our life.
I know.
Truthfully, I love our group text. I could just sit there and like, we could just bullshit all day long. I love her to pieces. But how can our listeners and our followers get in touch with Andrea?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram, which is canvas_skin studio. And you can DM there. You can
book on your link in your bio.
Yes, there's a link in my. Thank you. There, see, the old girl doesn't remember where everything is. It's all so new. It's so crazy.
You'd be like, call the payphone, rotary dial.
I did have one of those. I did.
Oh my God.
I had the princess phone with the dial, with the long extension cord. Your mother's probably talked about that. You dragged around the house with cords. You can go on my link. There's a link in my bio to go onto my booking app. You can send messages through there. There's also hello@Canvas Skin Studio, which you can email. I have someone who answers those for me. And I think the phone number is, oh my God, is that terrible?
Is it your cell phone?
No, I have another cell phone. I have two cell phones.
Oh.
I have two numbers. You have.
She don't want to be bothered.
You have like the Sally's backdoor number. I have 203-514-9989. I think is the other one, but that's also in the booking app that's on there.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So guys, if you need a facial, if you need to get makeup done for any event, or just to get makeup done because you got it like that. Because one day me and Lex will be there.
I'll be like random.
You know
Thursday,
who to call.
Let's go.
Andrea at Canvas Skin Studio. She is the best. We are so grateful to have her in our life. Cheshire,
Connecticut. She's
book your appointment.
local.
I promise you won't be sad. And when you go see her, make sure you tell her that the power of two sent you.
Hi, girls.
Love you guys. Salut a tutti from the power of two. And Andrea, we love you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Cheers. L'chaim.